So, you just got on Yeeps for the first time, and you don't know really anything about this game, but I imagine you spawned in this map. Which is why I'm going to be showing you guys everything that you need to know about Yeeps, and all the stuff where you need to go, and all the cool things you can do, and even as a bonus, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get some free currency, aka Buttcoins. So, some of these. Hey guys, I'm Nolan the Gamer, and let's get right into it. When you first launch the game, you'll be sitting right about here. And this is the home map. So this has really everything you would want. You have the mini games, you have worlds, and you have builds. But if you're wondering how to move and go and stuff, you want to use your hands like this, as if you're walking with your hands. If you ever played Gorilla Tag, it's exactly like that game. And then you should also read the rules. I do recommend reading these because that's, it's important. You can just walk along the sidewalk here and actually press this button. Play some music. Pretty awesome. But basically, once you come over here to the minigame section, you got a couple of really cool things. You got hide and seek, you got tap tag, and you got pets. Now, pets is just kind of more of like a chill, hangout sort of thing. Hide and seek is very interesting. It's like the OG game mode. This is one of the first maps in the game that you can see through that portal. And this is tap tag, which is just like Gorilla Tag, basically, and it's pretty cool, actually. They have some really good maps, and there's all sorts of items and gadgets. For example, these, or these, and all of these gadgets can be unlocked by going right over where you spawned here, into this dirt pile, and you go under here, and you enter the mega shop. And once you're here in this mega shop, you want to head over to where it says Suburb Biome. Easy. And then right here, you can buy all sorts of things. But yeah, you can just buy all of these instantly to really get yourself started. You can get like these pillows and these pillows you already start with, and that will be in your bubbles below you. So basically how these bubbles work is you press your trigger button and you can grab them and you can pull to get the item that you want. For example, this block here, or this umbrella, or this paintbrush, or this minecart. Whee! Yeah. And then right here you can also get a couple of free gadgets. For example, the frisbee. Pretty cool, right? Right? And then we got the firework here, which what you do is you throw it and it launches you with it and then explodes. It's a pretty cool sort of thing. You can get all sorts of gadgets. There's like a voice decoy. So now my voice is playing through that. Or there's like a bat, which you can use to hit things, like this NPC here. Or you can use it to break blocks, like that. Now, I'm not gonna get into all the gadgets, but these are just some of the starter ones that are really cool, like the portal ball, just like the Ender Pearl from Minecraft. It's pretty cool. They have all sorts of stuff, and once you explore a bit more, you'll notice there's lots of biomes. And there's lots of tech webs with lots of items. You notice there's lots of other stores that aren't just tech webs. Like there's one for prop hunt, one for music, one for wiring and game modes. So it's pretty cool. There's all sorts of stuff. And actually, I need to buy a couple of these. See, so you just pull on the price tag and then you can grab the item that you want. So I just spent a couple of Buttcoins there and I just got all these items. And some of these, when they have this little wrench next to it, that means that you can only do that, you can only use them in creative mode, which is basically where you get a bunch of special blocks like these that can't be broken in play mode, which is what we're in right now. But when you see this little symbol right here, that means you can grab it in play mode. But anyway, with all that stuff out of the way, you might be wondering what this number right here is. And this also has the play mode symbol. Well, that's actually the cotton symbol. And basically how cotton works is it's how you get stuff out of your inventory. So for example, this umbrella is 500 cotton. But it is pretty cool because you can use it like Mary Poppins. Just like that. And then, for example, this block is 150 cotton. This one is 300 because it's pretty big. And then this turret is 2,000. So there's all sorts of stuff like that. And basically how you get this cotton is by going to these machines right here. So whenever you see this symbol here, you just want to press on both buttons and boom. And then you get to 5,000 and that's the maximum for most maps. So then we can head over to the minigame section. And the cool thing about this is there's this featured thing which changes all the time. And then there's the adventure area where you can go to all sorts of cool stuff. This is mainly what was added in Yeeps 2.0. It's a lot of really cool stuff there. Oh, hi.
Hi.
Once you go past the adventure section, you can come back to the back of this house, and you can hop down here. And this has every minigame, every game mode from OG Yeeps. It's pretty awesome.
Yep.
So if you want to check out...
Playground, hell, basement, interior, and stuff like that.
Yeah, all kinds of cool stuff. And really, it's the best way to get to a bunch of game modes quickly. And my personal favorites are Prop Hunt, Red versus Blue, and Knockout PvP. Those are the absolute best. And then these are zip lines, so you just grab on them, it'll take you up. Let's go ahead and head over to the second house, which is the build house. So this is to the right of these cotton machines. And right here, you can go to free build and wilds, and these are creative mode areas, so you can build whatever you want there. There's lots of other people there. You can also come over here to get some free blocks. And I own all of these, but you can just pull on the tag. It won't cost you any Buttcoins, and it's super awesome. Right here's the private world, so you can go into your own special area and build whatever you want there without anybody else disturbing you. And if you do want to invite other people, if you do want to invite other people, then you can just, they should be, if they're on your friends list, then you could just invite them, and they'll click on like you, and then you just hop in the portal. When you see this little thing, this is the challenge board. So there's daily challenges where you can get different amounts of Buttcoins, and the more like days in a row that you do these challenges, you'll get a streak, and you'll get more Buttcoins. So I have the max streak, which gives me 170 Buttcoins, and I have 383 days. So yeah, this is also a news board. This tells you what the latest update is, and then there's all sorts of like links and stuff you can do. But yeah, over here is the achievements. This is a really easy way to get a lot of Buttcoins. For example, you can play different types of game modes, or you can do certain challenges. For example, roller coaster, place 10 different rail blocks. Yeah.
Yeah, and to like get tags as well as like the
or placing 100,000 blocks in creative mode. Yeah, over here in the worlds building, there's community worlds. And in community worlds, you can do all sorts of stuff. You can make your own, or you can go to some popular ones. Like, look at this. Look at all this cool stuff here. And some of these, especially these two, are very useful for newer players. There's different game mode like tag sections that you can play in. So, there's like mini games, there's PvP, there's all kinds of stuff. But anyway, when you come up to the very top floor of this building, you can see the Build-A-Map, which is a monthly contest to see who can build the best map possible, based on a certain theme. Yeah, this looks crazy, honestly. I feel like they should have a roller coaster contest, too. That'd be awesome. And up here's the promo codes, so each update there'll be a special promo code, and you can get some Buttcoins off of that. So that is the basics of Yeeps. Next, I am going to go with this guy into a couple of different game modes and teach you some basic stuff. So we're just going to go to these 3 beginner minigames, starting with hide and seek. So basically, hide and seek, it's a very simple thing. You have these, once you're tagged, you'll have these pins, like that guy, and you have to throw the pins at people or stab them with the pins, and then you will be able to catch them. The goal of the hiders is to hide out before the seekers can find them. So basically, in each of these beginner minigames, you come over here, and you'll have some challenges to do. And these aren't daily, they're just like regular achievements. And then you can unlock gadgets like the firework I mentioned earlier, or the umbrella, or the smoke bomb. So, it is pretty cool. So that's the basics of hide and seek, but I do want to show you guys a cool hiding spot. Basically, you go up here, you break this block, and when you're inside of a block, it doesn't get solid for you. So you can just stay inside of it and hide out. And it's really OP. But yeah, that's basically that. That's the main game mode. Tab Tag works the exact same as Gorilla Tag, except you have a couple of gadgets, and there are like challenges to do there as well. And pets is also very simple. You can just kind of like hang out and do whatever you want. You do get a free pet if you go over to the unlock section, and then you can get, different challenges and stuff. You can upgrade that pet, and it is Pretty cool. So that's basically everything. I am going to show you 5 Buttcoin stashes, which is a really easy way to get a lot of Buttcoins. So come on. So the first Buttcoin stash, which is by far the easiest, is right over here. You go into the Minigame's house, you go over here to Adventure, and you click the little red button. It'll open up and it'll give you 30 Buttcoins. It is awesome. The second one, also quite simple. You might have actually even seen it earlier. You come up into the orange house, you go up to the top floor,
I'm pretty sure it's like up here.
and you click the red button. Then there's also one in the blue house. So you're gonna head over to this one. You climb all the way up. You climb up the stairs, and you wanna go. You see this like pillow here. You gotta break the pillow, and you enter this secret room. There's a Buttcoin stash in here.
Whoa!
And then you can come up here on top of the roof. And what you wanna do is you wanna climb up onto the roof. You can come out to the back of the house. And there is some cotton here if you wanna refill. But the main point is to grab onto the zip line with your trigger button. And then that'll take you all the way up. And you can click another Buttcoin stash.
Oh,
Yeah, and then you come into the mega shop, back down here, and there's another one right here. So that'll start you off with a good bit of Buttcoins. Yeah, that's basically everything. Have fun with Yeeps. Shout out to Lol Yeep. And I'm gonna launch myself into the sky. Goodbye!